Hello, myself Dr. Akhilesh Kumar Pandey. I am teaching international law and the topic is territory. Territory, what is the meaning of territory? Territory means where the states do exist. I am asking a question to the students, where the states exist. Your answer is states exist in its territory. Then the question arises, what is territory? Territory is a place where the state starts to control his power and he will lift the other states to come into that territory. The territory means beneath of the earth, above of the earth. The whole sense come in one state's territory. Students, it is in tangible form, in territorial sense. The question is, what is the land, what is law which regulates the issue related to its territory is a subject of chosen by the states. Then the question arises, how the states increase its territory. The states can increase its territory by some means. Suppose a state wants to increase its territory, then the modes of acquisition of territory, modes of acquisition of territory can be enhanced by various means. Likewise, first is occupation. Second is prescription. Third is cession. And the fourth is adjudication. And the last is acquisition. Means, I have told you, states found in its tangible form. Means, it's a tangible form means you can touch. Means, if you want to know about the states, means beneath of the earth, the soil, the minerals, everything comes under the state, and the air through which a life can exist. This all comes under the state's territory. You may ask a question, sir, please tell us about the outer space. Is it not come under the state's territory? My answer is no, because outer space is governed by another law. That's why the outer space is, like you can say, if you see the law of the sea, up to 12 mile a state's territory parts. No one state enter without the permission of that state. So that in the outer space also the same position, a state cannot enter without the permission of a state. Okay, and it's governed by the outer space law. So students, if you see one option, that is occupation. Occupation means if a state wants to enlarge his territory, then what he will do? He will start what constitutes a territory: minerals, ores, water reservoirs, mines, the territory which is over land, above and above, also integral part of the state's territory. So our space constitutes our territory, and we, like any country, has right to assert our jurisdiction in relation to any aircraft pass through it, or any other intervention in air is administered in that. Means no other states can enter without our permission in our air, in our water, or beneath the earth. we exist our power in that territory. Our territory ends where outer space starts. Means outer space is not covered under the state's territory. Airspace is a fiction of your air territory in his aircraft can fly where life can be conveniently available, where we breathe and live. Beyond that, the outer space. That is the outer space. Life can, anyone can go in that area. But till the life exists, no other country can come in our territory. Then we have to see modes of acquisition of territory. I have told you territory can be enhanced by these methods, these modes. The first mode is occupation. What is occupation? It is the one of the oldest and most traditional methods to gain control over another territory by forceful invasion. By forceful invasion means applying the force on the other state's territory and win that area, and by that way you can increase your territory. This is the oldest mode to enhance your territory, my dear students. But after the UNO Charter, in 1948, this kind of mode of acquisition of territory occupation became illegal. Why? Because post 1948, no territory could be occupied to acquire it. Means occupation is illegal. Where it is given? It is given under the UN Charter 1945, Article 2(4). What is written? All members shall refrain in their international relations from the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any states or in any other manner inconsistent with the purpose of the UN. This is written under the UNO Charter. I will explain. UNO stops to use forceful invasion by any other country to the other country. It is illegal and it is prohibited under the UN Charter, under Article 2, Clause 4. So, you can see some examples like that. Israel has captured the Palestine Gaza Patti, but it cannot be control over that area because of the states cannot increase his territory by the mode of occupation. Means no forceful invasion can be done by other state on any other state. So occupation is now prohibited under the UN Charter. So acquisition after the UN Charter not have legal sanctity, and you cannot use your force to occupy a territories of another state, as I have told you an example. Second is cession. Cession. What is cession? Cession through a territory, through a treaty or agreement, one territory surrenders part of it to the another. What it means? It means by undergoing, states gone under the treaty, and by that treaty states provides some part of the land or whole part of the land to the other states. Like you can see in the case of Jammu and Kashmir, Maharaja Hari Singh has gone under the treaty with India, and he provided his state Jammu and Kashmir to the India. Another example, you can see Sikkim. Sikkim is also not part of India, but before 1971 he was a free state. So cession is a process by which a state can be acquired by another states and by the process of a treaty. And one more example, likewise Hong Kong. Hong Kong was before 2001, it was a part of the UK because of the treaty operation. But 2001, UK has stopped. UK has left the Hong Kong to China because for 99 years, a patta was completed. That's why lease has been completed. And the Ladakh in 1965 to China by Pakistan. Ladakh, the portion which is acquired by the Pakistan, has given to the China in 1965 because of the operation of treaty amongst the two states, Pakistan and China. Next, I have to example is adjudication. Adjudication, a conflict arises as to the of the territory, and through arbitration, the matter is resolved on a judicial forum. That judicial forum is a ICJ. Means if there is a question arises to a part of the land among the two states, both states gone to the judicial forum like International Court of Justice, by providing his judgment by the ICJ, that portion of land transferred to the other states. That is called adjudication. Example is Run of Kutch. India and Pakistan having a trouble. That Run of Kutch is a part of which state? Both the states gone to the ICJ, and ICJ decides because of some region, that is the peoples of Pakistan use that land as a grassland to the people of Pakistan, and peoples of Pakistan using that land from a long time. India has not assert his right on that particular portion, and by that way the Run of Kutch, some portion of that area given to the Pakistan because of the 1965 arbitration given by the ICJ. Then the next is accretion. What is accretion? Accretion, in the course of nature, land is occupied by gradual deposit of solid matter by water so as to dry the land previously covered by it. Means suppose because of the changing of the nature of the river, it changed his way. Suppose this is the stream line going through, and by depositing of the soil, this land become dry and this land become watery. Then what is said? It said this portion has been eaten by the river. Now there is water is flowing and here become dry land and not it's a land. So it is called river has eaten that land. By that way, by course of nature of the river, it changes his line, his course line. This portion of land will increase his land, and here this portion of land has been decreased. That you can see in Golwara areas, where we are looking the disputes among India and China. What is that? The river is changing his course of nature, his line. And by that way, China said, no, this is our land, because he has changed the way of the river. That's why. And one more important thing, suppose there is some portion of land which is of no other country, no any country. That is called doctrine of res nullius. Doctrine of res nullius. Res nullius means if a land is not asserted by any other states that it is his property, his land, then the other country, if he acquired that land without using any force, then that land becomes to that part. So that is called waiver. Means yes, before 200 years back, a lot of islands were there. Nobody knows about those islands. Who enters that area, either he has written a line that I have seen that particular area in the sea, and I am giving that land to my country. By that way, it is called cession. Means who reached first, he has written his logbook that this land becomes to that country. By that way, that land is for that country. It is very important international law provision. How it is important international law provision? Because if you acquire an island in the sea, then as you know, the law of the sea is providing 12 nautical mile around that particular island is the territory of that particular state. Then more that land, by that way the states increase its land. So by Rasnalis principle. Now next is prescription. Prescription, that is, acquire or assert a right over a piece of land after a long period of time and without the objection of the other territory. Means prescription is a process. You can acquire a land because of that land not is the part of the other state, and without any operation of the force you can acquire that particular land. That is called res nullius. The territory belongs to the no one, nationality becomes that of the first occupant. Means there is no title, that land has no title, because I explore today there is no area to present not having title. Now it is not there, but it is commonly people found before 200 years back. Example is Siachen. Siachen glacier, where India and Pakistan having a LOC line. The line is what is written in that? Towards north. Towards north means this line will go in that area, and the map of India and Pakistan going to like that. Then what does it mean? It means it goes that this particular land is not come under any other country, but the peoples, those searching high altitude area, get visa from Pakistan and going to that area. India found that land, it is a land which is res nullius. Then he has asserted his right, and now he is acquired by India. Siachen glacier. As you know, if it is a private land, if you acquire that land regularly 12 years without applying any force, then that land belongs to you. The same is for railways. If you are using that land till 60 years regularly without any force, without any problem, then that land belongs to you. So these are some examples. One example, that is Clipperton Island. Clipperton Island case, which was between France and Mexico. France versus Mexico. About Clipperton Island. Clipperton, what is that case? That case is in 1931. Once was at time in 1877, a person, his name is Clipperton, belonging from the France, moving from that sea, and he has seen an island that is called Clipperton. He written his logbook that I have seen an island in that sea, and that land belongs to France. When the case was gone under the ICJ, that particular logbook has been produced by France. In that case, even Mr. Clipperton has not gone on that particular island, but he has written that land I am belonging to the France, I have seen first. The case was won by France. By that way, his land is increased. That is the example of prescription. Means if a territory is not of any country, then you can use your force and you can apply that area and your territory can be enhanced. Students, I am hopeful that you people have understood the topic. If any question arises in your mind regarding any of the area which you have not understood, you can write in on my email. My email ID is akhlesfjs@ramaunivers.ac.in. Thank you.